Hello everyone and welcome to DIY D365. In today's video, we will uncover Dynamics 365 Wave 1 2020 release for sales. I'll try to touch on as much as possible, but obviously I can't cover everything because it's a short video, but I'll provide you a link in the description to download the PDF and go through each and everything. I will also try to release a video similar to this on customer service so that you can have a look at that as well. Coming up right after the intro. Alright, so we are back. Let's explore what's in there. So we will start off with the timelines provided by Microsoft. And please keep in mind that it might change as well. It's not necessary. It's up to Microsoft when they want to release it. This is the closest possible commitment they could do, so they've done it. So the timeline is something like this. So release plans was made available to everyone on 27th of January this year, 2020. And then early access was provided probably last week, 3rd of February. And the general availability would be 1st of April onwards. Excuse me. So that's your timeline. And if you want early access, you can opt for it, and I'll show you how to do that. So basically, you go to your admin.powerplatform.com. Once you go there, you need to click here, environments. You'll see a list of environments available to you. Obviously, it's not recommended to do it on your production as of now. So what you do is go to your sandbox, click on that, and then click on the name again. Once you do that, you'll come to this page, right? Okay, I'm not sure if I mentioned that. So once you click on environments, go to sandbox and click settings, and then come back here to DIY D365 US as you see here. And on the right hand side, you will see about updates. So currently release wave 1 is off. And once you click on manage, you can switch it on. It will then give you a warning that these changes cannot be rolled back. So obviously you have to accept that. I provided you the URL here. So once you do that, what will happen is the system will start the update process, and you will see there are 4 things: core service, service management, sales, and knowledge management. Now, I did try just the customer service trial as well. So this is not the customer service one, but in customer service as well, it tries to update it for sales enterprise edition as well, right? So once you do that, now remember, this instance which I was doing it on was based out of North America. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but it took me 2 hours to complete the update. Just to make sure that it's doing that, I created another trial and saw the same thing happening, so I had to wait for that time. Right. I'm not sure if you can do it in 10 minutes. You're very lucky, and that would be great as well. It should be like that. Okay, so moving on to this is the 3 categories I've divided it into is, not me, actually, this is done by Microsoft. That's how the PDF is, not exactly the same. There are changes, but to me, these were the 3 most important things. One of them is forecasting. Now, this feature was talked about in April 2019 as well as Wave 2, which was October 2019 as well. But this time, they have done a huge amount of work and tried to make it as good as possible. So all these changes are coming from that. Okay, that's some top stories on the top right of my screen. Anyway, so it says flexible column modeling and things like that. Okay, I will go through each and every one of that when I move on to my CRM instance or D365 instance. Then we have licensing, and then another major focus is simplifying user experiences. So that's what that is. So we'll start off with forecasting. And we will look at flexible column modeling, support different organizational structure, quota management, advanced filtering. Okay, security modeling. So I'll take the first 5 and we'll look at it in the new version. Before that, I'll go to the old version. So if I click here and go to Sales Hub, so obviously it's forecasting, it should be in sales. What I've also noticed that forecasting only works for opportunity as of now. In future they might change it. But so as of now, I don't see it in DIY D3. This is my own instance and this is based out of Australia. I don't see forecasting, right? But I've seen some screenshots where people were able to use forecasting. So it must have been released earlier. I haven't used it, but I've also watched videos of forecasting earlier when it was released. There is a major change, that's for sure. So what we'll do is look at the new one. Okay, close you. So I'm just trying to reconnect. That's my wave 1 preview. And I'll click here and go to Sales Hub. I should have done this earlier. I don't know how I forgot about it to go back to the screens I need to start to. Okay, so here, just under goals, we've got forecasts as well. So what I'll do, click there, and you'll be able to see a forecast record. But before you start working on this, you need to go somewhere which is called forecast configurations, right? All right, so this is the screen that's trying to load. And what I'll do now is go to app settings, and that's where I'll look at forecast configuration, because this is where the changes are. Now in the PDF, it talks about org-based, territory-based, and product-based changes, and we can see that product-based is still coming soon, so it's still not there. So obviously they've said early access in February. That can be any time till 28th, 29th, whatever this month is. That's fine. We will look at org chart because we will be able to demonstrate all the top 5 we spoke about. Okay. So first thing first, you need to give it a name. So let's say forecast number 2. And you can see that the entity is not editable, like I cannot pick it, it's grayed out, and so is the route for hierarchy. And then I have to specify who is top of the hierarchy. So if all these are actually users, right, and I will just select by name here, and then you've got forecast period can either be quarterly or monthly. They're just 2 options, and then you've got this. I'm pretty sure this was there in the previous versions as well, but just showing you, that's how you do the org hierarchy. I'm doing it for the first time, and then I click on next. Right, so going back to my PPT, I haven't demonstrated the first one, support different organizational structure. Right, so what we are saying here, what we saw in the first one, you're selecting top of hierarchy, right? This is one forecast. You can actually do another one with a different top of hierarchy person or user, right? So that's why that's that. So that was number 2, which we are talking about. Benefit from the quota management. We'll look at this, and advanced filtering. Okay, just a moment. There was one more related to security roles. Security modeling, yeah. So you can see here, they have got additional forecast viewing permission. So you can select no additional security role, all security roles, or specific security roles. If I select this, I've got these security roles popping up here. So I can select them. And not just one, you can select more than one as well, right? Now I've done, let me just do that and then click on next. Right, that's where it's talking about layout, right? And what it says is add from option set, right? And if I click on option set, then it gives me options. So basically, do you want it from the forecast type? So I'll show it to you. Forecast category is here. So if I select that, choose selected, now it says auto configure columns. I will say yes. Now what you can see here is these are all the columns. Now what you need to know what's quota, and we don't know it here, while rest all of them are actually part of forecast category, which is an option set field on the opportunity form. Now when they're talking about column modeling, so let me go back to the announcement, flexible column modeling. Let me tell you this, if I uncheck this, it goes away. If I uncheck this, it goes away from here, right? So you can do that, plus you can just do it this way as well. So like change the sequence. I'm not sure if it happens from here. From here it's not happening. Let me just click here. It does say move up, move down, or configure. So okay, type roll up, amount field is this. So you can basically change the fields. So by default, it does it for estimated revenue. You can change it to another field, right? You'll get all the fields option based on the amount, whether they are a currency field or a date field or not. I'll just cancel it. Now, the second bit to it is that you can also apply additional filters. And this is very similar to like these days when you try to create a marketing list in D365, it's very similar to that, or I'm not sure, advanced find has not gone to this level yet, but it's like that. Okay, so that covers not all the 5, I think, but flexible column modeling, organizational structure, quota management, we haven't seen that yet, advanced filtering, security modeling, okay. So we will see quota management. So I don't know what has happened. I'll just click on next. Okay, now go back and click on add filters. Here you've got filters. Select add a row, and then I'll select only do this quota, let's say for when account manager is that person, or annual revenue of account is something, or the budget amount is greater than something. It's basically like your advanced fund query, but it combines the two layouts here. So that's that. I will just say next. Now, what you see here is you can upload a quota template here, right? So, but before that, you need to publish it. So once you publish it, you'll be able to either drag and drop or download a template from here. And what it does is, let me just go to, okay, I'll have to publish it. So once published, what I'll do, I'll click here to upload a new Excel file. It's very, it's like a data import template where you've got 3 columns. In the third column, what you need to do is enter the quota amount. So basically the target for this user. And if I click here, download, that's forecast number 1. And I'll say open. Now, let me just check it out here. Download. If I open this, you can see I've entered an amount here for this user, and this is what I have uploaded, right? So that's that. Okay, so what has happened is because that template was for forecast number 1, which is my previous one, that's why it has failed, because the GUIDs, remember the first column in the Excel, it said don't change, so that didn't match. Now what I'll do is, go back to forecast configuration and show you the first one. So if I click on that, this one I have uploaded the Excel file, and it was 20,000, so I have got it working. Basically, that's all I want to say. I was showing it to you so you can see it. Now let me go back to the PowerPoint. Now we are talking about adjustments, responsive grids, edit records, pipeline visualization, and real-time updates. So now it's about, so the first 5 were about the admin or whosoever configs the forecast. The next 5 are about, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, next 5 are about the end user, how they see it and how it's good for them or easy to use for them. So I go back to sales, and then I go back to forecast. I've clicked here, and obviously I have just one user. All of the users were sample. So I've got this user. Now all you see is this. And it's not very pretty, but because you'll be having multiple users, the best thing they provided is click and see. So if I click here, you see something comes up here, right? Now, oh, this is focus number 2. Go back to number 1. All right, and click again. And you see I've got one opportunity here. Now, when they said that about adjustments, so you can actually adjust this. You can enter an adjustment amount. Okay. And now find feature, and you say adjust. So basically you can see it, right? Similarly, you can do it for so all the columns are basically forecast category, and based on which opportunities you have tagged it like that, they are summing up and showing you the number. I have adjusted it for one of my opportunity best case, which was this one, right? So that's there. You can adjust here as well, or just cancel it. What else? Okay, let me go back to this. Responsive forecast grids. So that I'll show it to you as, right? Let me just try to do this. So that's what they meant by responsive, right? That's there. And now you can also see it on a Kanban. So I've done that, and now I can also increase the size of this. And if I move it from this place to that place, that will change my forecast category. Now, if I want to assign it to somebody, I can do that from here. I can change the estimated revenue. I can change the estimated close date as well. So that's that. Pipeline visualization. So visualization of pipeline again is this. So basically you see everything under this pipeline, under best case, under committed, based on what forecast, when you have created the forecast configuration, what have you selected there? I've selected forecast category. I can even open this opportunity from here. So if I click on it, you can see that it opens up another page and not just takes you away from this forecast dashboard or whatever it's called. I'll close it. And yeah, edit participating records inline, which we have seen here, right? You can do it. So that's that. If I want to see it as a table, I'll say show as table or show as Kanban, and I can also expand it like this, right? So, and if I change the position here, it will change the forecast category. You can select any other field. So that was forecast. Okay. That wasn't quick, but the next one is licensing, and they're trying to restrict the usage of the system based on the license you've got. So if you've got sales team member, customer service team member, project resource hub licensing, you will be able to see by default this app called sales team member app. Let me check it. What's the name exactly? I think it's sales team member, right? So as of now, it's installed, and obviously as an admin I can see all the apps in the system, but if I've got a sales team member license, I'll be able to see only sales team member app and would not be allowed to access anything else. And it gives you pretty much everything which you are allowed to access. So it's valid for all three apps: customer service, team member license, project resource hub, as well as sales team member. So I'm not going to cover that under the customer service one. Now the last one is simplified experience. Enhanced experience for adding products, right? So let me show it to you. Let's go to opportunities. Okay, we will open this one. Now this actually is my favorite because I've been waiting for this for ages. Basically what it's doing is adding products by searching them, adding multiple products at a time, the ability to see the description as well. So let me just quickly show it to you. This one is amazing. So if I click on add product, you're gonna see it probably for the first time if you've not seen the screenshot. So it has listed all the products. Now I've got three different tabs here. First is listed all the products. I can search for, let's say, armband, and once I enter, I see these three, right? I can also click on recently used. I get all my recently used, and then I've got write-in option. So I can keep, as soon as I do this, I can keep adding writing product as quickly as this one. And you can see how good this is. I just can't believe it. So if I add here, so it's showing you the product name, but actually it's product line items. So I've got quantity, let's say 2, and price per unit, I can say 10, and I can do it same here, and I can just say add to opportunities. Okay, because I did not do write-in. I'll just delete it. Now I've got 3 selected, so it shows you that in a pop-up. And I'll add to opportunity. Okay, 3 products added successfully. And for some reason, it has closed my opportunity form. I don't know why. It didn't happen before, but let's see. I'm just going to check my line items. Okay. So I've got, okay, and this has happened. And the reason is because I clicked there twice, so it has created them twice. So each of them is added twice. Okay. That's fine, my mistake. Right, so that was adding enhanced experience for adding product. It's really good. I like it. Easiest selection of email templates. Okay, we will look at it. So why not create an email from here? And you know what, I can't do this because I'll have to share it with you in customer service to show the features mentioned there. So I'll create an email from here. Okay, and it clearly says enhanced email, so there's obviously a new form there. I'll select somebody here. I will enter a subject here and click on insert template. Now this is, so the language is English. this is the new experience. So you remember how it used to be earlier, it will give you a pop-up, you select it and it just adds it to your email body. Now what it does is, you saw the person I selected was Abraham, and I select this template, it shows you the preview, and I can say apply to the template. Yes, I want to replace the subject line, right? And then if you want to add, let's say, a picture, you've got that. So for emails, they have done a fair bit of work, which is awesome. So that was your emails. Manage activities with ease. Okay, before I jump into any of that, I want to let you know that once you update to wave 1, this feature you have to enable, actually, enhance experience for adding products. And where did I do it? Was, I think it was in app settings. So let me go to app settings, and then you see, just expand it. It was in product catalog, I think. So product catalog. Yeah, so I switched it on. This one, adding products, enhanced add product experience. Yes, so that's what I did. There was something else I wanted to talk about. No, okay, nothing. Okay. Manage activities with ease. Okay, here as well. Let's look at it. So I'm not jumping to the old version because I'm sure you've got it, and that's why you're looking to update, because it will save some time during the video, but you will understand the differences. Adding product is not at all there. Forecasting, the way it is now, was not at all there. Licensing was not at all there. So what I'm going to do now is go to my activities and show you a beautiful experience you can now have. Okay, the screenshots on the PDF are different to what we see as of now. Maybe the work is still going on there, and maybe we'll see a much more filtered view or a completely different view, but as of now, this is what has been done as of today when I'm shooting this video. Okay, so you can say do all, or select this, or you can uncheck any of these, or just select one to filter your activities. The other way to look at your activities is you click here and say show as calendar control, so you can see it in a calendar control. Let me have a monthly view, go back to October, and you've got your phone call, your task, etc. here, right? The other way of doing it is show as Kanban. Okay. So you can see all open here, completed, cancelled, scheduled, and you can edit here as well, or you can just move it here and it completes your activity. Okay, that was an email and obviously can't be completed. So that's why it has open. So that's very good. Okay. I'll go back to the view and drag and drop maybe a task. This is an email, open call. So if I do it here, it will give me a pop-up to complete the call, and I'll say close. Right, so that has happened. Now you cannot edit it, obviously. So we have seen adding products, selection of email templates, activities. Now there are two more. Standardized PDF documents and opportunities in Kanban. Okay, again, I'm telling you, for activities, it wasn't available. So basically you have to go to the entity in your admin center, open the entity, click on controls and add the control called Kanban and enable it for at least mobile or tablet. And that's how you will be able to see show as option what I'm able to see, and you get these options then. So you'll have to do it. So they have just put it in, and it's not just, they have really done some work. They have put in the control there. It's up to you if you want to use it. If you want to use it, you'll have to select and publish. Okay. Now, it was about standardized PDF. So I'll go to app settings again. You'll have to enable that feature. So you know how until the last version on quotes, there was something called create PDF, right? That was there by default. Okay. Now, okay, you can see convert to PDF here. If I click here on manage, I will see all the options. Now you can do it for almost all the sales entities. So you've got it on accounts, contact, leads, opportunities, quotes, order, and invoice, right? I've enabled it for quotes and orders, right? And once you do that, as soon as you click here, you'll see the save option. I'll disable it. Now let's go back to sales and go to an order. And in the order, because I've enabled it, now what I see, if you disable it, you'll not see it, or if it is disabled, you'll not see it. But if you enable it, you'll see this button called create PDF here, right? This is that button, create PDF. I'm not sure if I have, yeah, I've got notes here. So what it does is, let me just click on create PDF, and I say this is probably coming through a template where Word document is converted to a PDF. If I click on that, it tells you document is now ready. Do you want to save it in Dynamics or download a copy? If I click on download, it will be downloaded. If I click on save, it will save it within a note. Okay. And there it is. Right? Now, you've got these options, email as PDF as well. So if I click on that, it takes me to the email and auto attach that attachment called order summary. So if I click on attachment, I'll be able to see my PDF here. So that's there as well. Clicking on activities again, going back to my, okay, so that was save standardized PDF documents. Now we'll go to opportunities in Kanban. Now I'll click on opportunities. Same with opportunities, the feature was there, as in the control was there. You have to select it and enable it for mobile or tablet at least, and that's when you can do it, see it. Okay, so let's see it. With opportunity, it's a bit different and it's much more better than the activities Kanban. And why I'm saying that, I'll let you know now. So I've clicked on show as, which was here. Okay, so this is coming up by my business process flow stages. You can change it. You can change it to status. This is what I meant by, because here you've got an extra option called Kanban type, which wasn't there on activities. Now again, you can edit it, right? Or you can move them around like this, right? So that's good as well. And that was Dynamics 365 Sales 2020 Release Wave 1 from my side. I'll provide a link to the PDF so you can download and see each and every enhancement or feature released. I could not do sales insights. It was a bit difficult to be able to demonstrate. It's a bit too much work to do. So you can read about it, and if you've got sales insights at your workplace, then you can probably use it. If you have any questions, do let me know. Keep watching my videos. There would be a video coming soon about customer service as well. Do subscribe to my channel and look at the playlist if anything interests you. If you have any suggestions, don't hesitate. Please comment. Do like the video. Thank you so much.